Hey cats and kittens, my name is Katie and I work at the Wellness and Health Promotion Department at the University of Arkansas, and I mostly do yoga with students, and I get asked a lot of times how to start doing a yoga practice. And so I'm just going to go over the foundational part of what worked for me, and hopefully that will work for you as well. So the first part is, what do you want? You know, are you trying to do yoga because you are super stressed all the time, or are you having trouble sleeping, or do you want to use it as your physical fitness as well? You know, the reasons of why you're saying that you want to develop a yoga practice, or any practice, really. This could be for anything. But for me, it's yoga. And so I think of the reasons that you want to do it. For me, it was working out. Like, I wanted to get the mental and the physical. And this is kind of like buying the land that you want to build a house on, right? So we're gonna actually build a house as we do this. And then find your yoga home. So this is where you would get the blueprint or the contractor, and you get the actual idea of what it is that you want to create. And I say this because there's so many resources out there. There's so many different studios, different yoga channels, different everything. And so it can be easy for us to get discouraged if we go to a class and we're like, oh my gosh, that was terrible. I never have sweated so much in my life. Well, there's going to be the opposite end of that class as well. And even the same teacher might be teaching two different classes that are completely different at different times or different studios. And so really experiment. So let this be a fun part where you just go around and you do all of the new student specials, and you just figure out what you like or what you don't like or whatever. Finding your home, finding what kind of thing works out for you. Do you need a big kitchen in your home? You know, whatever. And then find at least one weekly class. Now, a lot of gurus will tell you that doing yoga once a week isn't going to help. I see where they're going with that, but I beg to differ in the sense that it is your start, right? I look at yoga as my mental shower. And I say once a week because that to me is the bare minimum that I can do without going crazy. So, and it's where I started, right? So meet yourself where you're at. You know, if you don't do any at all right now, then don't tell yourself that you're going to do 5 a week. Like, that's just kind of hard, unless it's maybe like 10 minutes every day or something. But meet yourself where you are. If you want to become a regular yogi, once a week, and it is that class, right? So you pick the one favorite class out of your search that you had just done. It's the time and the place. You can set yourself a SMART goal, which we'll set later. And this is the foundation. So this is where they start to dig the holes or put the concrete down and build the foundation of a house. And we're doing that. We're saying every Tuesday, I like Tuesdays, Mark's 5:30 class, whatever. And then it's the commit. So it is so easy, especially today with so much happening all of the time, that we can get distracted. Me personally, I put it at the highest priority of like every single Tuesday at 5:30, I'm going to be at Mark Cain's Ashtanga yoga class. And that was literally my thing, right? Because that's the style that I liked, and that was the teacher that I liked. And I put it in my work schedule. I put it in like people that were like, hey, let's go out to eat. Like, no, we can do it Wednesday, we can do it Monday, but like Tuesday is my yoga night. Some of that might be moved around because of whatever, but just be careful. Like, this is a commitment to yourself, and it's a slippery slope once we start to make the excuses or convince ourselves that it's okay to miss it this time. And this is going to be like your walls and your foundation, your walls and your roof. This is when you start to see the skeleton of your house and of your yoga practice. So you start to see how the effects that are on you, whether it's your physical or mental, whatever sticks out to you. Maybe you sleep a lot better. And then from there, you can just allow your yoga practice to grow. Right? You don't have to force anything. You don't have to become vegan that week. Like, if you want to, you know, if that's what sticks out to you, if that's what's bothering you, then do that. But don't do it because somebody else is making you feel bad. Like, whatever. Try different styles, different teachers. Like, for me, I did that one yoga class and it was Ashtanga, and then eventually I also found this guy that taught an Iyengar class, and I thought that it really helped me balance the physical workout of yoga and really got me thinking more about the alignment of things. And so I started going on Thursday nights as well because I went to those 2 classes or whatnot. So add another time. This is this is allowing. So I'm saying allowing because it might be different for different people. I also put on here that this is the time to treat yourself to a nice yoga mat, because I swear it makes a big difference. So don't do it at the beginning, because we want it to be a reward. We want you to be like, yes, like I am a yogi, I'm gonna have a nice yoga mat. And that's going to be the finishing touches, the landscape, right? So the color of the tiles or the cabinets, the everything, like picking out for a house can be really overwhelming. And within that, you will probably become familiar with the philosophy of yoga, or maybe you'll just expand different styles or wherever. Just like let it go where it takes you. But you have to start with at least once. At least one on a regular time. Because think about showering. Like, how many days can you go without taking a shower before it's bad, right? For me, probably less than a week, you know, but now I can notice, like, I notice a difference in my mental state if I go 2 days without. So if I can at least do every other day, you know, but that is years after practicing. So starting somewhere, taking something and going with it. Bye.